Okay.
Right. Go ahead.
Welcome back to the I don't know how to use microphones properly, formerly known as the Chewing Gum Annoyingly podcast. I'm Josue, the host.
And I'm your co-host, Mild Frisco, and we have our special guest, Mason Walker!
Hey!
For a first time!
Yeah, I've never.
Tell us a bit about yourself!
I am a gay kitten in a basket of straight puppies.
I thought you were gonna say you were a vegetarian. That would have been a very good start.
Ah! Funny.
You used that last time.
What are you talking about?
What last time? What now? Alright. Yeah, welcome to the podcast.
I don't use jokes twice. This is scripted. We try to keep it very tight knit.
Yeah, scripted. Yeah. How you doing, Mason? What's up?
I'm good. I don't want to go back to school tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's like all the time though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sure. What specifically has changed since the last time's going to school?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's just a sad,
It's like a
horrible
gut
place
feeling.
of
Is it a gut-
depression.
Well,
It's like a gut feeling, but also it's just kind of like the universe, like going back.
well, you
into
just
it
gotta
now.
make it fun, cause like for a while I didn't want to go to school at all, like ever, and then I stopped having. That's gonna sound really sad.
Oh God.
I was about to say I stopped having passions.
I thought you were gonna say.
Which is very sad.
Welcome to the.
Out of context.
Welcome to the. I thought you were gonna say blank podcast. 'Cause I thought you were gonna say therapy.
No. I stopped having therapy, and I just wanted to kill everyone. It makes every day so
I
fun.
thought that's what you were gonna
No.
say.
I stopped really having like passions, which is sort of sad. But the good part is that I've always liked people, and so now going to school is more seeing other people than the educational part,
Yeah.
which I don't think anyone really likes. Well, that's
Yeah.
not true. Some people like it.
You know,
Some people go to school.
I
for
feel like
education.
a lot of people who do like really, really, really well in school, like, aren't always like the most socially
Yeah.
great people.
That's
Not that there's
true.
anything wrong with
No,
that, and I'm
no,
not judging
no, no.
anybody, but I mean, there's something comforting about people being good at one thing and falling short in another place.
Yeah,
I'm
when
an
you look
asshole.
up to someone
That's-
and you just think they're super great, and then you remember they're human because they start picking their nose or something.
That's yeah.
You know?
Yes.
That's why I don't try as like super hard in school because I know if I do, I'm just gonna become a fucking robot. You know?
You've got a point. You got
Yeah.
a point. I really, in like classes I care about, it's reflected in my grades like so easily. But in the classes I care about, which is basically just psychology and drama,
Mm-hmm.
I have like amazing grades. I have A's.
Yeah.
Right? But everything else, unless I am like, yeah, I kind of need to pass it, I just have horrible grades all the time.
I mean, it's hard to fail drama. It's
Well,
really
yeah.
hard to get a bad grade in drama.
Yeah, that's true. But the best you can do if you don't try is a B minus.
Yeah, honestly.
So having an A is like, oh, you care.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
You try some amount.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
job.
Actually, I do know of one person who has failed drama before.
Is it Izzy?
No.
I'm sorry. No shade.
It
No
was.
shade.
It was. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but there was a guy. He was his first time in drama 2, and because drama 2 through 4 has the same class,
Yeah.
and I was talking with him. He was sort of new. I hadn't met him before, and one of the projects we had to do was to come up with a monologue, right?
Yeah.
It was just a dramatic monologue, and
Yeah.
the day came to perform those monologues. And then this guy came up, I don't remember his name, but he went up on stage and he's just like, fuck this, I hate school, I hate drama, I don't want to be here, I didn't even come up with this shit, I'm just saying it off the top of their head, fuck this. And he walked off stage. And Mika
What
was
town?
like,
When he got up, teacher got up and he just started clapping.
Mr. Meeker, just.
it was a,
I'm still gonna fail you, but like.
But like.
it was a,
Wow.
What's that movie? It was a Citizen Kane moment.
I haven't seen.
He started clapping really hard, and then everyone else was like clapping awkwardly. But
Yeah.
and then like after that, he just didn't show up to the class anymore. So I don't
Oh, no.
actually know if he failed, but I
You
think
assume
it's
he
pretty
was-
safe
Yeah.
since he didn't show up to class ever again.
It's pretty funny.
Wanna go?
I just got here. Literally just got here.
Ooh. He looks like he's about to stab a bitch.
I am about to stab a bitch. I'm about to stab.
Do it. What? Are you... Oh. Oh.
God
Dude,
damn
I
it.
just got bleed damage for like 5 turns.
Ah, sorry, dude. Here, I'll cast healing ray.
I'm gonna add some,
God.
God
I'm
damn
gonna
it. I
add
think
some-
this is the furthest we've ever gone with this bit. Because we do this a lot. Where we, like, not even on the show. We'll
Just
just
in
like
general.
stare at each other and we'll react really harshly to something really stupid or innocent. Like, it's just like, we do the rhyme thing too, where
Yeah.
we'll just rhyme something and it'll be funny to us for no reason. And so we'll just be like, man, it's broke. And he's like, hope you don't choke. And then I'll just be like, what'd you say to me? What'd you fucking say to me?
hey, since we're on this, since
It's never funny to anyone else.
No.
But it's really funny to us.
we're on the topic of RPGs, I guess, sort of. Let's
Sure.
talk about
Why
something.
not?
Let's talk about something Nanos has probably thought for like a really long time. LARPing.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
man. That's an interesting topic.
You ever LARPed, Milo?
I was about to
No.
ask how many times have you LARPed?
Every day. No, my brother does it.
I
Oh,
know.
God. Oh, God.
You
Shout
remember?
out to Emmett. Anyways.
Shout out to Emmett DeFrisco. He's a
I know he does.
mad lad.
He's a
He's a crazy guy.
he's a.
But
lad
no,
rat.
he LARP. He doesn't really anymore because he's in freezing cold Chicago, where it's basically impossible.
What are you talking about? That's just like another map.
Yeah, man. Go
Yeah,
out and be
sure,
like a
but,
snow princess.
Yeah.
But no, he did it for a while. He tried to get me into doing it, and I almost did, just because it was something to do.
Yeah.
But I got really lazy, and I didn't want to.
I think I remember you talking about this
I might have.
years ago.
The Nerf swords that we almost used are up on the wall.
yeah.
I have a weapon.
Oh,
that
you
can
have
learn
like
it.
I swear, I swear,
Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I have a memory of
You have a memory?
like buried deep in my fucking mind, like a couple years ago, of you like trying to get me to do this with you, and me
I
being-
might have.
and me being like, no,
No way.
No,
Please
no, no, no,
stop.
keep me out of this.
Well, I probably did.
You
I don't know.
fucking would. You drag us all down with
I
you.
drag you into shit all the time. That's basically how me, you, and Luis get along.
Yeah.
We're really bored and tired, and then I keep throwing shit out there until I finally wear you down enough to do something, and then we have a fun time.
That's how it is.
That's basically, you never want to hang out with me.
I never want to do anything.
You never want to do anything?
Yeah.
That's kind of true, though.
yeah.
Until recently, that was Luis.
Yeah.
He was just sort of staying indoors like all the
I
time.
mean, but he's doing things, but now he's doing
Yeah,
things
he's
with
doing-
somebody else.
Yeah, that fucking loser.
It does not include us.
Anyway,
Anyways,
let's talk about broader topics that we can all talk about.
let's talk about the cold.
The cold?
Sure.
You guys like it?
It's not
like
that
it.
cold.
No, it never gets that cold.
Yeah.
Like,
But when it gets cold,
when it gets cold, it's not cold.
like
It's not.
like,
Yeah.
like 2 years ago or something, because it's not cold like this.
No.
I mean,
No, I was in Chicago, dude. It's not.
Like 3 years
Do you know?
ago.
Do you know that?
does it
when
snow
I
in
was there-
Chicago?
Oh.
Yes, of course.
I didn't know that.
There's. Oh yeah.
Bad
Are you one of
places.
those the people who haven't seen snow, like ever?
I know you're
I
about
have
to say.
like twice.
I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say one of those sad people
Yeah.
that never seen snow.
But I meant as in like it's sad that they haven't seen snow, not
Uh-huh.
that they're sad and fucking pathetic.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Have
Okay.
you never seen snow?
I have, yeah, like twice.
Okay.
When I was like 3.
Okay.
So kind of true. Both.
Okay.
both
Because I've met people
sad
that have like
terms.
literally never seen snow.
I've never
Really?
seen snow.
Yeah. I
Never.
You're sad
Yeah.
and pathetic.
Yeah.
when I first moved here,
I'm sorry.
I made this joke.
It's true.
I made this joke, and I never came out and said it was a joke.
Uh huh.
So sorry to anyone who I tricked and then just didn't tell you about it. But I used to say that there were like 30 different kinds of snow.
Aren't there
In
like
reality,
some
there are
language,
like
there
5
are like
or something.
there are like 300 words for snow?
Oh yeah, in Inuit.
I don't
believe.
fucking know.
I think it's Inuit language that they have a type of
Yeah.
snow.
You're looking
In
at
reality,
me.
there are like 5 different types of snow. There's like slushy snow,
Mhm.
there's snowball snow, there's powder snow, there's like the ice snow where it's not ice that was just water that
Mhm.
froze.
But it's like
That's so
icy.
dumb.
I know what you mean.
That's what snow is. But it's ice that was formed by snow getting compacted.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Snowball. Of course.
Okay.
But Chicago and really cold places
That's
have like
great.
that fifth kind of snow,
Yeah.
which is snowball snow, but it also compacts into
It's
ice.
the fifth
So when you
element.
make a snowball, the center of it becomes ice, and the rest of it
And you
is
could
just
just nail
hard snow.
somebody.
Like it's the kind of snow that you don't need to even make a snowball. You can just pick up
Pick
a
up a
hunk
chunk
from
of-
the,
and just
like
chuck
a
it
rock
at somebody.
of snow from the ground and chuck it at people. It was not the best winter wonderland in Chicago when people tried to play snowball fights in
Sounds
that
like
kind
a
of snow.
fucking nightmare.
Sounds
It,
like a
it was
battleground, man.
not very fun. You've heard of people like putting rocks in snowballs before.
Yeah,
You
man.
don't need to put a rock in
That's
the
so
snowball.
evil.
I've heard about people peeing in snowballs. You ever done
Peeing
that?
I have
in
never
a-
heard
I've
of.
never
Are you
heard of-
kidding?
I've heard of them being in snow.
No,
I've never heard of someone sticking their dick in a snowball and
And
peeing
just
inside
like
of it.
peeing.
Okay, fine, just peeing all over a snowball.
I've never seen that either.
You've never seen that either?
No.
way.
Oh, fuck, alright.
People aren't that gross for the most part.
What are you talking about?
People are like
That's
mean-spirited,
awful.
but they're not nasty.
Imagine getting hit with one of
Most
those.
people.
Why is this warm? Why is it yellow?
I think that's a question for the ages.
Why does it smell
Why is
funky?
this warm? Why am I sticky? All wonderful questions for the ages. But no, when I was in Chicago, it was like 5 and 7 degrees outside, plus wind chill. Do you know what wind chill is?
It's pretty warm.
Wind chill, places near the Great Lakes or any
Oh
lake
yeah. Okay.
have an effect called the lake effect.
Mhm.
And it's when fast-moving air moves over the water and picks up the water, and since
Oh.
water,
Yeah.
it moves temperature a lot easier
Yeah.
than air. The moisture in the air causes it to be way colder.
Welcome to science class.
So
guys.
while it's like 5 and 7 degrees, the
Yeah.
wind chill and the lake effect combined make it feel like it's negatives all the time. To be fair, I still don't give a shit. Because, like, you just wear double layers and then like, I hate layers, by the way.
You
But if-
hate layers?
I hate layers. I'm okay with, like, jackets sometimes, but I just don't like wearing double layers. Because
You
you have to
don't like
wear
wearing layers?
You have to wear double shirts, double pants, double socks.
I love
gloves.
layers. I
Like,
love being warm.
I mean, I don't really have that problem because I'm always warm.
Yeah.
But I don't mind cold, and my mom and my sister mind cold a lot.
Even
so while I was in Chicago, I was bedridden for like 2 days. But I've already had this conversation on the show.
Yeah.
I should wrap this up. But I was bedridden for like 3 days, and it was really cold out. But I could go places. Like I wanted to go out and do
Yeah.
stuff, and we went out one day, and then like maybe 15 minutes in, both my mom and my sister were like, "We have to go home," and I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, in the cold, my circulation is so bad, my hands will turn purple.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I sometimes get the thing where when you like move your fingers, it feels like your blood is like slushing through.
Ooh.
But I never get like problems with circulation that bad. Anyway, moving on from cold,
Let's talk about warm.
let's talk about warm.
About
Let's
warm.
talk about. No.
I don't mind the cold. I hate being hot.
Right?
I'm
I'm
fine
the
with being
opposite.
warm or like a little warm, like a bit too
Mhm.
warm.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. But when it gets like hot to the point where you have to lay on the ground, I hate that. Cause I can't move.
Because you can't. You also
Mhm.
can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Like
Like-
for cold you could wear layers and maybe have heating. But if you don't have like AC like a lot of people don't have in,
You got
in
a shitty
California,
fan.
or if you have a shitty
Yeah.
fan, there's not much you can do about heat.
You can't wrap yourself in something cold.
Yeah, I mean you,
You know,
could.
you could,
You
but
could
it's
throw
not
a
gonna
scarf
feel
in the
nice.
freezer
Yeah.
for a
It's
while.
not gonna feel nice.
No, it's
you
not
know?
at all.
Meanwhile, when it's cold and I wrap myself in a fucking blanket, it's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, I only have a problem with the cold when I'm trying to sleep
Mm.
because my feet get super cold,
Oh, yeah.
and it doesn't bother me in the day, but it bothers me at night. It fucking like I hate it. But otherwise, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I used to have a nickname. Did I tell you? I had a nickname in Chicago. My sister and a bunch of my friends used to call me Cold Boy. 'Cause I
Cold boy?
Yeah, because I
Boy.
would like when everyone else would like at recess maybe go out for a bit and then stay indoors. I would like, cause, okay, there's something we need to explain. In California, we have like open air school, which means that the corridors you can.
Yeah,
it's
outdoor.
outdoors,
Yeah.
right, and the buildings are inside.
Which is so dumb.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I hate it.
I like
Well,
it.
you haven't been to a Chicago school
True.
where it's one giant
That's all I've
brick
experienced.
and all the hallways are indoors. So, most of the time, students during lunch could, during recess, could go out and play, but it was almost always cold, so you stayed in.
How fucking.
But I didn't give a shit. I would stay out.
How musty was the air in those, like that?
Must.
Yeah, how fucking
Musty.
No,
gross is
they
the
had
air?
decent air conditioning.
Mm,
So it wasn't. It never smelled like the boys' bathroom all the time.
good.
So we're pretty good. But
Yes.
yeah, I was like, all my
Yeah,
friends
yeah.
were like really confused because I never gave a shit about the cold. Anyway,
Freak of fucking nature.
hey, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. You want to go?
We just did that bit.
I
man.
know. Come on, stay with the times.
All right.
Get with the program. What are we talking about now, Mason? What do you want to talk
What
about?
do I want to talk about?
Yeah. Because if we just keep going on what we want to
It's
talk about,
just
we'll just
gonna
copy
happen.
shit we've already said.
Well, one thing I will say is that we now have a spectrum. I'm fully gay. You're bi. Are you straight?
I'm bi.
No.
You're Fuck!
He's bi, but mostly gay.
Okay.
And I'm bi, but mostly
We need a straight person in this room.
Please.
Where's your dad?
Whoever said he's not home. He's at work.
I thought you were gonna say he's not home, bro.
He doesn't have Martin Luther King Day off. Isn't that dumb?
I know, neither of my parents do. I'm
None
like,
of my
what
parents
the
do
hell?
Wait, how'd you get here?
How'd I get here? I walked.
Oh, do you not live very
I
far?
live like, maybe like 25
You
minutes away.
You know why I got the day off today? Because we went over hours for like the month.
Where do you work?
I work at a. I'm gonna bleep this out. I work at
Oh.
a.
Yeah.
The one in Westgate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Working there for.
Bleeping all this out.
over a year. I'm just gonna bleep out the name of the store.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, we almost have a full structure. Let's talk about the really weird shit that some people like.
What about that thing where one person's like a baby? That is some fucked up weird
that
shit.
is-
That is so
when
weird.
When
One person lives as
Wears
a
a
child,
fucking
and
diaper.
yes, and they sleep in a crib.
that diaper fetish, I'm not okay. With that.
Stop.
What the? That's based. That's like borderline, if not pedophilia.
I think I don't know, cause
I feel like
especially
it's
if they're
like
not a
someone
real
that
child,
really-
it's definitely pushing it.
Yeah, it's basically like someone who really wanted to do something to a child and then be like, wait,
Yeah. How
this
can
is a legal
Where's
solution.
the loophole?
Yeah, that's their.
Yeah.
It's like
Fucking-
And
like
that is
pedophilic
so
lawyers
weird. That is
sat
not
down and
okay.
we're like, how can we get through this?
It's just the sex.
We have an adult pretend to be a child.
Infantilizing adults.
You know, it's one thing
I don't
to
wanna
like
see it. Oh,
like a kid,
it's gross.
right? But I think it's an entirely different thing to be okay with pretending to be a kid. Like the people in
Yeah.
that situation that are okay with being the baby,
Yeah.
that's scary to me.
I think it's just weird and very unusual in a very
Listen,
bad way on both
if
ends.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I'm not gonna say that one person is worse than the other,
If
but
they're-
it's
if-
so
If
weird.
they're both people that I don't have to know on a personal level, and they're both
Yeah,
consenting
of course,
to it, and if they're both consenting to it, and they're
It's
doing
not
it,
illegal.
as
and they're
long
doing
as
it in the
no
privacy-
children are actually
in the
being
privacy
Yeah,
of their own
yeah.
home,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I get it.
Just
As
don't-
long as actual
yeah,
kids
yeah.
are safe, I don't really give a
It's
shit.
It's the
but-
not in my backyard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, listen, you can fuck all you want. Just don't do it on my lawn. Please.
just outside.
Just-
I'd rather not.
Steve, get back in
Steve,
your
get
house.
back in your house.
Keep it away.
Sorry, Dave.
Sorry,
Feeling
Dave.
frisky today.
I don't like that it's Steve. You have your dad's name.
Stop. Anyway,
That's all
I
I
just
think
dropped
of
my
when I
phone.
hear that name.
God. It doesn't matter. We're good.
What other things?
Um,
Micro macro. Same.
What?
Like when small people, like when they're shrunk down.
Or
Or
like yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Super.
Like
you
the
know.
giantess thing.
What?
Have you not heard about that?
No.
I'm not exactly sure about the origin. I think it was a Dojin thing.
I don't fucking.
Because it had to have come from Japan.
Like miniature people?
Like there's
Like shrunk down.
people fantasize
Yeah, yeah,
about,
yeah.
Yeah, like, if you get
either
shrunk
guys
down.
That
or
is
girls being really small,
weird.
or guys or girls being really big, It usually, from
What
what I've
the
seen,
hell?
it ends up with guys being small and girls being big.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
Yeah,
That's like the only thing I've.
So do you like climb into their vagina or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of them.
I would never.
You
I
can
don't know what lives in there.
Grab a little person.
This is
right
one of the
down.
reasons why I don't like vaginas in real life. It is a
Death trap.
It's a
Alright.
death trap.
Here's an
I have no
image.
idea what's in there.
Once
It could
you
be like
go
a
in,
squid that's
there's
just gonna
no
like
going out.
rip off my dick.
Here's an image. Just grab a little shrunken down person down your urethra. Just let it,
No,
let him climb.
not okay.
Please stop.
Not okay.
Here's
Can
another
we
But
move
one.
there's-
on from this? Can
Right,
we
Yeah,
move on
and then
from
there's
this?
the giantess, which leads into vor a lot.
I was about to bring up Vor. That's the next
Vor,
one.
do you know what
Vor.
vor is?
I do, yeah.
I think it's
Okay,
really
it's,
funny. I don't.
I sort of understand where you're coming from, where you think it's funny. It's just weird.
I think it's
to me.
hilarious. I think it's like
What's so funny about it? I sort of get because it's like hee, big person, small person, you eat them. That's so
no,
weird, funny.
that's
ah.
not always. It's not always a big person, a small person. Sometimes it's literally just two fucking people.
Oh, that
and he
feels
just
wrong.
eats them.
That feels even more
And then
wrong.
they've got like the fucking.
'Cause if one
Imagine
person
like
is, like,
imagine
way
like
big.
seeing that.
If one
Just-
person is way big and one person is way small, then it adds that fantasy.
Then it makes sense. But
Sort of
but just
thing.
picture this.
But
Picture
if
this.
it's two normal size,
You
Then
walk
we
into a room
inflation.
and there's just
Oh.
two people and you just see someone halfway, like two normal sized people just halfway down their throat. They're like,
Like
legs
someone's
sticking out,
unhinged
they're
their
like
jaw.
kicking, and you're just like,
and they're like mumbling like, "Oh hey, like,
oh,
oh,
Maybe it's just because I've been on the internet so long and I know so many furries
grizzled.
too, and like that.
Oh,
those,
wait,
Let's talk about
what
furries.
is
Let's talk
furries
about
have to
furries.
do
Let's
with-
talk
I
about
know
furries.
Hold on,
furry.
hold on. I know furries.
What do you
No,
guys think of furries?
I don't listen. I have no place to judge because I'm a fucking hardcore juggalo,
That's true.
and
What's
that's
a
pretty
juggalo?
fucking weird too. We'll
good
talk
question.
about it.
We'll
later.
No,
move on.
just tell me. It's
No,
okay.
No, it's
let's
complicated.
Let's talk about
It's-
furries first, and I can explain the whole juggalo thing
Later.
later. Like we can do it in the podcast, whatever. Anyways, furries. I know a
Yeah.
lot of them.
I know.
At first, I guess I was like, that's kind of weird, but now I'm just like,
I've never.
whatever. I don't give a fuck,
mean, like,
bro.
Yeah, I don't really. Give,
I don't-
I don't care.
I'll
You
put
can
on-
be attracted to whatever you want.
Care about it as
It's
long
not
as
even
like,
a
you're not
sexual
fucking
thing
an actual
always.
animal. I don't.
It's not
Yeah,
even a
that's-
sexual
oh,
thing
yeah,
always.
that's true.
Some people just want.
Oh yeah, some people just. Oh,
like,
that's the
you
same
just
thing
wanna
with the
be
baby
it.
thing. Some people just live their lives
Yes!
as babies non-sexually, and they just
God.
want to be a child.
You can't put.
You can't do that.
You can't put whatever that's called and furries in the same category though.
No.
I feel like
It's a
they're
lifestyle.
very
Anyway.
What do you guys think about vampires?
hot.
Like those people who like, because you like fangs, but do you know about that? They're like people who just like live their lives as vampires.
So they burn up in the sun.
No, they have like donors that like give them blood
Ah.
and they drink it,
No.
hot.
and they like
No.
get like wooden things like
Daddy
molded
doesn't
onto
like-
their
It's
teeth.
pretty fucking hardcore.
No, like,
Not
I mean,
a
like-
fan.
It's pretty hardcore.
I'll talk to him. I don't give a shit. They're still a person. Well,
You just
I
don't
guess
like the
not.
blood
They're a
drinking
vampire.
aspect.
No, I'm not comfortable with that.
Really?
No.
I mean, they get them like tested for like diseases and stuff, and then if they find somebody who's just like clear of everything, they like pay somebody to like give
I
them.
just imagined like a
Would you-
bunch of vampires walking around in a grocery store and like picking up different like bags,
like
like
pig's blood.
different
Hey.
IV bags
Hey.
of blood, and just be like,
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you? If you were, would you be a donor if you were? Like they were like, hey, we'll give you like $500 fucking dollars.
I would. Would you not,
For, like,
Milo?
some
if they're
blood.
gonna pay me for my blood, do whatever you want with it. Don't take too much though.
Of
I
course
wouldn't-
not.
I wouldn't have them recommend someone to take the blood from
I'm
me.
pretty sure.
I would go
like,
to my doctor.
It's
and have
gonna
them
be
take the
some
blood from
fucking
me.
doctor. Like, come on. Of
But
course not.
anyway, so we finished talking about furries. Now we'll talk about the complicated topic of juggalos.
All right, originating from Southwest Detroit, 19.
To be clear,
19...
juggalo, not gigolo.
Gigolo is a
What's that?
prostitute, right?
Gigolo is a male prostitute. Juggalo is not a prostitute.
I've had someone tell me I could be a gigolo.
You could.
Any of
Thank
us
you.
can. In very broad terms, a juggalo is a fan of the Insane Clown Posse, a rap duo originating from Southwest Detroit
That
from
is
the
very
90s. That's a very broad definition.
There's like a
however.
history to this, man.
There
There is
is.
a giant history.
You
to
don't
That's
this
great.
all. I'm wearing a shirt right now, actually. So it's rap, rock, horrorcore.
And this is a kink?
This is not a kink. This is a
No.
lifestyle
It is.
Oh.
of
Okay.
sorts.
Lifestyle, almost religion,
In the-
mainly lifestyle.
In the way that furries like to wear fursuits,
Mm-hmm.
juggalos like to wear face paint and have crazy hair. usually
Oh,
looks
okay.
very stupid, and then like a sort of like
Like
a
this guy on your shirt right here.
Yes.
Like this. Oh, okay.
and then clothing wise, it's like a mix. Like if you got like a really bad mix of rocker slash like wannabe gangster, that's a good way to put it. Yeah,
Okay.
Sure.
that's so it looks fucking hideous, but I dig it.
Yeah,
the,
I've
I mean, whatever floats your boat, man. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not
I've
judging.
experienced it firsthand. I've been.
I mean, you're friends with
around.
him.
Well, yeah.
I took him. I took him to a concert.
Took me to a concert.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
Got in a
I've
mosh
seen
pit.
videos and
Got
stuff.
punched in the face.
I've never been
Oh.
to a concert.
You're lame.
Really?
Yeah, I am lame. I'm
Next
sorry.
time,
Fucking
do you like
hell.
rap? Anyway,
Anyways,
Sorry.
yeah, we went to a concert.
I
We're-
admire juggalos.
We're
for
very
the most part.
tight knit
Yeah,
as
that's
family.
why. Because they have such a huge emphasis on family. They call anyone that's a juggalo, unless they have something very serious against you, your family.
You fucking.
They
family.
chant family.
That's
Okay.
nice.
We're
Yeah.
very tight knit.
So like you can meet a stranger and they'll consider you family if you're a juggalo.
That's
as well.
dope.
you have no idea.
And for the most part, even if you're not juggalo, if you just don't hate them, they're basically consider you family as well.
Pretty
'Cause
much.
I'm a sympathizer, right? I don't follow the whole lifestyle, but mad props, and I respect them a huge amount.
Yeah.
And you know, they're good people for the most part.
Yeah, we've got
But it's like every group. There
we've
are
got
some
a-
bad eggs.
There's a music festival every year called the Gathering of the Juggalos,
Yeah.
hosted by the Insane Clown Posse, and I'm gonna go there. Maybe this
Yeah.
year if I'm lucky.
The reason why it's like complicated is because sadly the bad eggs have been given the rest of the group a really bad rep in the eyes of
Yeah,
some
I
people.
mean,
we are
Quite
considered.
honestly, that happens in
Yeah,
like almost.
We
every
are
minority.
considered a gang by the FBI. This started in 2011.
with very little to no
Before-
backing.
Listen, I can't think of words. I've been a juggalo since 2013. That's the year I started using the label. I didn't find out about the whole gang thing until 2 years later in 1 year later, like 2014. Shows you how bad it really is. Like it isn't
Yeah.
because I didn't even fucking know about it.
Until last year, you couldn't wear any, like,
I-
anything that would link you to that.
I was like, I kind of don't want to, associate myself too hard. And then I just sort of said, fuck it. Fun fact, that was one of my New Year's resolutions for last
Really?
year. And I found it and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh shit, that's completed. Checked off the fucking
Oh, wow.
list.
Dope.
So, now I rep it real fucking hard. That's been going on since 2011.
Wow.
We had a Juggalo March 2017, September.
Yeah,
Try to raise
it's
awareness.
really crazy. There's, I don't know if you guys consider it religion or a part of your lifestyle, but the whole Dark Carnival portion,
I don't know. Some people do, some people don't.
they have it. I'm gonna call it ideology.
There's a
now.
mythos.
There's a mythos too, and it's crazy. We'll do it in a different episode. We'll get
Yeah.
into it.
We'll have the breakdown.
Yeah,
the
sure.
Juggalo breakdown.
But it's crazy. We're at episode 10. That's
Yeah.
like this is episode.
Am
10.
I double digits?
You're double digits.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? We were talking a lot about what we're gonna do after this episode, and I
Yeah.
made a post about it on Twitter today. That today we would be recording our 10th episode, and we've agreed that for every 10 episodes, we're gonna make the next 10 episodes the next season, right?
Oh, yeah,
So this
okay.
is the last episode of this season.
I'm the finale.
Yeah.
You're the
The
finale.
finale, going
Damn.
out with a bang. It's pretty great. But also as part of next season, we're gonna change up the format a little,
Just a bit.
just a bit. Not anything major because we're not really comfortable with that.
Make it a little.
But we're gonna have a
convenient.
bit different art and all that stuff, and hopefully it'll be better. But it doesn't really matter as long as we have conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same shit anyway. But wow, I didn't, cause I always think way further. I plan way further ahead than anyone else.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
So-
Believe me, he fucking does.
Yeah, I've thought of shit to do at episode 400,
Oh
500
God.
and shit. Cause I would have no problem doing this for 500
Mhm.
episodes.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you guys would be fine. I don't know
Yeah.
what Josue would be cool with.
This is how
I
any-
think we're gonna need to pick up an editor
this is a thing.
if we're gonna go.
You know what I realized? This is we always come up with ideas to do.
Yeah.
You always go way ahead, and then I'm always trying to keep you grounded in reality. This is the first project that's actually gone and worked. I'm
I
pretty
don't know
sure.
if it's the first, but it's one of the
I'm pretty
only ones
sure.
to get for fairly
Because
far.
like we're at fucking 10 episodes already.
and
We're
people like
starting
it.
a
I
second
think
season.
that is the fucking ticket. Because for the other shit we did, some people looked at it, but it was mainly the people we told about it.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing, like we made it, and then people we told about it told other people about it.
This
And
is a
random
great
people-
podcast.
Thank you. We really, I don't, because this is a story. I don't know if we've said this before, but around Christmas time, me and Josue went out to go grab Christmas presents. We went shopping impromptu because I got locked out of my house.
Yeah.
I
but
can relate.
While we were there,
Shitting your
we
guts
just sort of
out.
checked up on shit,
Mm-hmm.
and we were like, "Whoa!" Like a lot of people are like watching the shit. Our
Mhm.
first episode had like 50 views.
Right now it's
Within
at
a
like
couple days.
69. Last time I checked, it was at 69 views.
It's sort of it reached
You know
the
what that means?
sexual position.
I don't have enough money for chicken nuggets.
Hey!
Vine reference. Add that to
I
the
get
Vine
69 cents.
Vine
You know what
reference
that
count.
means?
I don't have enough money for chicken nuggets.
But yeah, we were like, we sort of hit us while we were shopping. We're like, oh shit, a lot of people actually really like this shit. And I believe my exact words are like, what did I tell you? Podcasts are actually really popular right now.
And I was like, fuck. I literally, I was like, I cannot believe it.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm a fucking optimist to a fault for most of the time.
That's such a good quality to have, though.
Yeah, thank you. I like it. Yeah, and so I sort of, in my heart, hoped it would get to that point,
yeah,
and it has, and I'm really happy.
yeah.
I'm very, very happy because I didn't I expected, but I didn't expect, because a lot of the shit that we do fails. But I sort of expected us to get very far, but I'm just glad that we have. It's reality instead of an expectation, so it's very.
And
nice
thank you, the listener.
No, really, thank you guys. I mean, we're not making any money off this shit.
We're not. We're doing this literally just because we want to.
Yeah. And I think that's really the best.
Yeah.
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 Because all of our plans that failed were
Yeah.
shit that we really wanted to do, but we sort of did it in the hopes that people would enjoy it, right? But this is really
Yeah.
now we're sort of doing it because people like it.
Yeah.
On top of the reason we want to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but we sort of started
I mean,
this
what
one
is your-
without thinking that much about the viewership.
Yeah.
We just sort of did it because we really wanted to, and I think that was the big difference because we enjoy talking.
Mhm.
We talk all the time. Why didn't we think of this fucking earlier?
Right.
Because all of our relationship has been having either really silly talks or really deep talks,
Yeah.
or both at the same time. And this was the obvious shit that we just didn't pick up on, and I'm so glad we did.
Do you have a main goal for the podcast, guys?
No.
No.
Well, actually, we sort of do. It's having specific people.
I was about to say that. I was
Like
like,
who?
I want to
We
get
have a list
people.
on
Or
our
you could tell me
Twitter.
after either. But
We have a list on our Twitter
Yeah.
of people we want to have. We've got Nardwar, Tech9. I think I put Weird Al.
Super Mega.
Super Mega, who's another. He's just amazing content producers.
Did you already say Eric Andre?
Yeah, no, Eric Andre. A lot of people. If you want to do it, check out our Twitter. We'll say it at the end of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. Speaking of, since we're saying all these names, it's time for shout outs. All right. I'm going to make a shout out to. I'm gonna make a shout out to Omar Gonzalez, right? He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
I don't get to hang out with him a lot just because we don't really have way too much in common. But the times I've hung out with him, it's always been really fun.
Yeah.
And I hope he's on the show very soon. But scheduling's a bitch.
Shout out to my friend Lupe, who I went to go to the movies with a couple other friends. You're amazing, and good luck with those 3 assignments you were trying to do in the movie theaters. Because she had them due at 12
wow.
that night.
shout out to Mara Anderson for just being an all-around cool cat.
Yeah, Mara's great. I haven't talked to Mara as much as I should. She's awesome. I haven't talked to a lot of people
Mara-
in drama. I started this year off being really, not 2018, but the school year
But the
off
school year, yeah.
being really pessimistic about drama. Because last year, all the people that graduated or didn't take drama this year were just not my kind of people. But now it's like, oh, you guys are super cool, so it's fine.
Yeah, I actually really like our drama class.
Yeah.
But there's still like, not that it's like necessarily a bad thing, but I do kind of notice there's kind of like
A divide.
the portion of us that do Dream Team, and then there's the portion of us that don't.
Yeah.
Not that we don't get along or anything, but there's like groups.
Yeah.
Not like there isn't any like community though, but I think overall that we're a
Yeah, like if it
usually a
came
pretty
down,
strong
if
family,
it came
yeah.
down to it, we're a big family.
exactly.
But like in normal day life, it's like a normal family.
Yeah.
You know, there are some people you're not gonna get super along with. Like I enjoy everyone in the class, but you know, I don't hang out with everyone every day.
Mhm.
And there are some people that I want to hang out with and they don't want to hang out with me, which is understandable. It's fine. I don't hold any grudges usually. Also, are there groups like that you're in?
No. Sort of for just like this school year, I just make, and like I guess also like last school year, I've been making like more friends. And
Well, yeah, I haven't been able to hang out with you as much.
and
with work
I've been
and
strengthening the ones I already had that were sort of just there.
wavy, yeah.
Mhm.
So I feel like I
I'm
don't know.
trying to
That's
hang out
weird.
with new people.
That's weird because I don't think I've ever had this many friends
yeah,
ever
you're-
in my life.
I had to initiate an art.
Exactly.
When I moved here, I basically got our friend group together.
Yeah.
Like some of the people met each other, but then I pulled us all into one big
Yeah.
Yeah.
group. It was very interesting because both Josue and my friend Kwong, who's moved to a different part of California, were both very, very antisocial when I met them, and Kwong especially has become much less so,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I feel a little weird about that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you guys don't say it, but like, not all the time, but sometimes like, Luis or you or Kwong will like step aside for a bit and like talk to me and like be thanking me for stuff that I didn't do intentionally. And I'd be like, that's really kind. You know, like last year,
yeah.
Luis said the fucking nicest thing ever to me.
Yeah.
Like, it was so cool. We were walking with one of our other friends, and we were talking about life and stuff. And we were talking about, like, relationships, and I give relationship advice every now and then. And Luis turned to our other friend, and he was like, yeah, I don't usually go to Milo for relationship advice, but if you want life advice, he's so amazing at it. He really knows, like, he's a good guy. And I was just like, oh, fuck, man. That's so nice. Thank you. You know? I love that. I think he called me wise, which is funny.
Like an old man.
Like an old man. It's funny, but I like it.
Crotchety ass
Before we
man.
end the episode, I, of course, have to give a shout-out to our sponsors. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors at Dick Suckers Anonymous. Dick Suckers
I am a
Anonymous.
proud member of Dick
Proud
Suckers.
members
Yeah.
all around.
We all are.
Representative.
Dick Suckers Anonymous. For those who don't know, Dick Suckers Anonymous is a wonderful, wonderful organization, nonprofit, where people can just come together with other people who share the same passion and just chill and do what they all love to do in a safe,
suck a
healthy
dick.
environment. Suck a dick, yeah.
It
Thank
never
you.
it never gets old.
Thank you to Dick
It
Suckers
never
Anonymous.
gets old.
It's funnier when the guests haven't
Yeah.
seen the show,
But
so they
I
don't
know.
know.
Oh.
It's just
I'm
It's
sorry, I
happened to
spoiled
Don't
it.
worry, that's fine. It's great.
never gets old. You know what? You said you'd asked goals for this podcast. No, there is another one. Merchandise.
Yeah, dude.
I
if we
would
can
buy
get
so much merch for this.
like
We love
legitimately getting a sponsorship
Yeah.
and legitimately like
Getting merch.
Like, even if we did make money off of this,
Yeah.
we probably wouldn't keep most of it.
No.
We would spend it on really silly shit.
I just want people to fucking wear like a
Right?
fucking like baseball cap.
like
that just says
we
Dick
would.
Suckers on
I don't
the
know
face.
about you, but we would like with the money we made just buy shirts and give them out.
Yeah.
Like, cause all the people that we really
And
care
that's so
about fan
dope.
wise is like people we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we want like a Dick Suckers Anonymous. I really want a shirt that says "We'll be right back," like the Eric Andre bit.
Yeah.
I love that. But yeah, merch would be sick. That's awesome. What would we do if we had a merch store? What would we do with the money?
I don't fucking
Keep a little
know.
if we need it, but other than that,
If we,
If you ever need it, hire an editor.
yeah, we do
Honestly.
need to. We actually 2 people have said that they'd be fine with editing
Really?
stuff for us
God.
for free.
That's so dope.
Yeah, one of them's my brother though, so I can't really count him. 'Cause he's in Chicago, so it wouldn't work out anyway.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking about actually taking the other one seriously and
If you can,
asking him for help.
please.
Anyway, we still have a lot more people to get on the show, and next season and the seasons afterwards, we definitely will. But wow, it's been I want to say something cliche like it's been a fun ride, but it hasn't really. It's just sort of been fun because it's what we want to do. It's not been a ride really.
It's we're going up the slope
Yeah, we're going
We're
up the
going
slope. Just gotta wait for
Slowly.
the roller coaster
to get here.
to get here.
Yeah.
We're climbing.
ordered one.
We're climbing the actual,
The slope, and
Yeah.
we just gotta wait for the downhill bit.
we don't have a
As soon as someone
Right, yeah.
legitimately famous gets on our show, that will be it.
Let's get a T-Pain on this.
T-Pain, yeah, I can talk to him about that bit when he got drunk and then played Connect 4 against a super a Mario 64 streamer.
Yeah, that's funny.
that happened. It was awesome.
Oh, let's get Waka Flock on here.
Yeah,
too.
dude, I'd love to have rap artists on this.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all. We still got some time.
All right, let's
Are we
do
talking more?
one
Just for a little
real
bit.
quick topic. Let's talk about. You guys think of something.
Let's talk about confidence.
I was not very confident for a long time, and then I do the thing I do with all of my problems once they build up enough. I say fuck it, and then just do something about it, and now I'm very confident.
I go back and forth every single
That's
day.
dope. Yeah. Me too,
It's
man.
a
I
giant
feel.
struggle. I'll
Most
wake
days
up-
I'm super confident. Some days I'm not.
I wake
When
up
I'm
one
tired.
day, I'm like, fuck, let's do this shit. And then, like, not even, like I don't mean, like, it'll fluctuate, like, between days. I mean, it'll fluctuate throughout a day.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm more like throughout the days period. I'll have like a couple days where I'm just like, I don't even feel like getting out of bed. Like, ugh. There are other days where it's just like, what up?
Yeah,
I'm here.
I'm confident. I get even more confident when I have a crowd. When I have someone that I can get a reaction out of, then
Yeah.
I'm super
Yeah.
confident. I like doing dumb shit. I just don't like doing dumb shit when no one's around to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I just get angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
can-
most of the dumb shit I do, no one would do.
Yeah.
Right? Like sitting on a pole continuously, even though I fell off of it every single time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Fuck.
Well,
Anyway,
Fucking, you absolute fucking dumbass.
you mad lad. Have you seen that? I don't really watch PewDiePie that much, but he stopped making original content and he sold out, and now he's really funny. So, anyway, thank you all. Oh, do you have anything you want to say before we go? Anything specifically?
I would like to thank both of you for having me on the podcast.
No problem.
This was a treat.
We'll
I'd like-
probably have you again. We like repeated guests.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Anyway,
This was a party.
yeah, it was pretty fun. All right. Thank you all for listening. You can find us on Twitter at _podcast420. You can find us on Instagram at _podcast_420. We don't have a website. We'll get one if we get merch. You can contact us through our email, thepodcast420@gmail.com. And, yeah. Good shit. Thank you for listening every week, every month, every year. We can
Oh,
really
yeah.
say every year
Oh,
now.
wow.
'Cause
You
it's
can say all of those now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
every week, every month, every year.
Yep.
Thank you all, just for everything.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's very nice.